Hello, I'm AJ Urmston-Toft of Darts World, and we are here with another Darts World profile. And joining me today on the profile is Luke Woodhouse. And how are we doing today, Luke?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, really good.
Good stuff, good stuff. So, 10 questions. Everyone gets the same 10 questions. So then we build up the profile. So, Luke, first question. What was your first set of darts?
Oh, my very first set of darts were, I think they were like 18 gram Harrows. I can't remember if they were called. Can't remember what they were called. I think they were Assassins, Harrows
Yeah,
Assassins. I think they were called. Some
yeah,
18
yeah,
gram. Yeah, I bought them from. A shop in Worcester called Noel Sports, a sports shop, but I don't think I
yeah.
don't think it's there anymore. So yeah. So yeah, that was my first set of darts.
So pretty much you've been with Harrows right from the get-go.
I spoke to the lads when I obviously signed with them and said, look, I think I've actually still got the darts somewhere. My first set, I've sort of kept them, but they're only a really small barrel. So I did change a couple of times, obviously, as I started playing a bit more. But yeah. So my first set of darts just happened to be a set of Harrows. Yeah.
Great stuff, great stuff. And second question, outside of darts, do you have any other hobbies?
Golf. I just play a lot of golf. I say I try and play, but I generally play sort of golf once a week. I've got a few friends that play
Yeah,
golf, and yeah, that's really golf. I play a little bit on the sort of the Xbox with my son and stuff, but other
yeah.
than mainly just sort of golf. And then in the summer, I try and fit as much in as possible. But yeah, that's it really.
And what games do you tend to play with your son? Because my son is around about 14, so it's always been Fortnite, or I try and get him onto Street Fighter, but I think that's for the older people nowadays.
Yeah. Generally, it's just we play FIFA quite a lot.
Yeah,
He plays Fortnite loads. He's 12, so he plays Fortnite loads with his friends. I can't get the hang of Fortnite. It's not really my
yeah.
it's not really my thing. And so for some reason, shooting games like Fortnite and card and stuff, I just can't get the hang of. So yeah, generally I just
No.
play sort of FIFA.
Yeah. FIFA's always an absolute classic. Moving on. So obviously you play a lot of events throughout the year, but what is your favourite competition to play in?
I really enjoy the UK Open,
Yeah,
and then obviously the Worlds as well. So the Worlds for me is just the whole thing around it, the Christmas. Such a big I think
yeah,
if anyone watches a darts event, it is the World Championships at Christmas. Everyone seems to get sort of behind
yes,
it, even sort of non-dart fans. So I love the Worlds, but yeah, I really enjoy the UK Open as well because um, it's the only event really where sort of fans are able to sort of walk around all the boards and they can go and sort of pick and choose they want to watch. And so if you do have people that are there to support you, they can sort of get really close to your game. So yeah, that's so another one of my favourites.
great stuff, great stuff. And moving on, so what do you prefer, tea or coffee?
Coffee. I don't drink
Coffee.
tea. I drink coffee. I drink probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. Yeah, coffee is definitely my favourite.
So are you the simple make at home coffee, or do you have an espresso machine, or do you go out and go to the coffee shops? What's your go-to? All of the above.
My actual favourite. Yeah, I do like going out for a coffee. So I'm pretty boring. I quite like a flat white, but I usually have an extra
Yeah,
shot of espresso in it.
yeah,
And then my actual favourite coffee is just bog standard Nescafe coffee.
yeah.
And I have like people think I don't know if it's strange, but everyone I've spoke to says it's quite. I have like 2 big sort of teaspoons of
No,
coffee in
no,
there as well. So
I
really,
completely get you. Yeah, completely get you on there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, and then I literally just a little hint of milk, nothing too. Not really. I don't like really milky coffee. I like it to be really strong. So yeah, that's my go-to.
Good stuff, good stuff. And so in darts, obviously, you travel with a lot of people and you get to see obviously many different faces. But who would you consider your closest friends in darts?
Probably my closest friend is Callum Rids. We room together. We're in the same sort of we're in the same sort of darts management.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think we've roomed together now for the last, I don't know, since we've been on tour, really, sort of 5 or 6 years
yeah,
on and off. We've sort of So yeah, Callum Ridds, I'm really quite good close with Damon Hetter. I've actually been for a practice with him today at his house. Yeah, some of the Harrows boys I'm quite close with. We sit on the same table as Ryan Searle, and then I'm quite good mates with Chizzy and stuff as well. So Michael Smith as well is in the same management stable as me as well. So yeah, I get on with quite a few lads really. But yeah, Callan's the one I've probably spend most of my time with on tour. We go out for food and we practice on the same boards and stuff together. So yeah, be Callum Ridds.
Oh, excellent stuff. Good. And whilst you're away, obviously you're on the road quite a lot with going to various tournaments. So if you had a go-to takeaway option, what's your best one?
My favourite takeaway is Chinese, but we don't tend to have Chinese sort of takeaways too much on the road. So it is generally probably like pizza. If we have a takeaway sort of in the room, whatever. Pizza's just the easiest. Obviously, it comes in a box, so you haven't got to worry about plates and knives and forks and stuff and things like that. So, generally just pizza. Because I love Chinese, but if you're having a Chinese delivered to your room, it can be a bit of a nightmare when you're eating on the bed or whatever.
Out to do and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly that. Yeah, so 9 times out of 10 it's pizza. Or if we go to Germany and like sort of the European tours quite a lot, and you want something quick, I don't think I've ever been anywhere where there's not a McDonald's as well. So. That's generally like quite a good one to go to.
Yeah, even though you're going into different countries, it's kind of what you're getting from McDonald's. It's the same wherever you go. You've got that standard.
Yeah, you're quite safe. We've had it before, me and Cal, where we've tried to go on sort of Life Rando, which is like sort of the Germany's version of Just Eat, and we've ordered like sort of stuff from the kebab house and whatever, and it's come, and half the stuff we haven't got a clue what we've ordered. So yeah, we tend to sort of steer towards stuff we know from McDonald's and things like that. Yeah,
tried and true.
Yeah.
So moving on. So obviously we've talked about your favourite competitions, but what would you say is your favourite venue? Obviously you've got the World Championships, you've got the Ali Pali and Hiddlestone in Germany, but what's your favourite?
Ali Pali again is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
It's just the atmosphere is brilliant. The venue is iconic. When you drive up towards that, the venue, driving up the hill and you see it all lit up, it's brilliant. I really enjoyed the actual venue itself was at Dortmund this year, the European Championship finals.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. I think it held sort of like 6,000, and it's shaped like a bit like an amphitheatre, so it's a bit like a circular room, and all the sides are built up. That was a massive venue, and that was super loud as well. So
yeah, I was going to say, I mean, with that banking, it generated a tremendous atmosphere.
Yeah, it was really loud. I mean, I played at the match play at Blackpool this year, and I think the actual occasion, obviously qualifying for the match play, another massive thing. I didn't really take in too much of the venue. I was just trying to stay so focused. So hopefully, if I can get there again, I can appreciate it a little bit more next time.
Yeah, you couldn't enjoy the experience because obviously you're concentrating on the game. Exactly. I mean, I've been to Blackpool. I was at Blackpool with Darts World, and you're walking in that room, and it is perfect. It's intimate, but it's loud. It's got everything that you want for in a darts venue. That's just my personal opinion as a fan.
Yeah.
I'm sure as a player, they feel like it's on top of you.
Yeah, I think if you a lot of players, they all say Blackpool. A lot of players say Blackpool because I think it's probably as close to you'll get as like that, like you say, that intimate sort of being able to like touch you and reach out to you and stuff. A lot of the venues we play now are massive arenas and big old rooms now. So Blackpool's still quite intimate and still quite sort of like you're close to the fans.
Yeah, I think it's the nearest one to like when the World Championships was at the Circus Tavern, where you literally people on top of each other. Yeah.
Possibly.
Moving on, what was the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to, I'm trying to think now. It was probably a Christmas. Oh, it was. I'm driving back today. It was. Oh, forgot the name. What I can't remember. Paul McCartney's Christmas song, but I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, Wonderful Christmas Time.
Christmas song? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was the last one. That was just because it was on the radio in the car on the way home. Yeah. So driving back today, yeah, that was the last one. But for some reason, well, obviously this time of year, every other song on the radio at the moment is a Christmas song anyway. So
Yeah, have you survived Whamageddon yet, or have you heard it?
have I heard one? I don't think I've heard the Last Christmas yet. No, I don't think I have.
Oh,
So at the moment, yeah,
one
I'm
of the
still
few.
going. I think, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously you've had an excellent career so far, and hopefully we go higher and higher. But at the moment, what is your favourite darting memory?
My fact, it's still probably to this day, probably beating Michael Smith at the Worlds, my very first Worlds. He always says, like, I always give his answer because I speak quite a bit to him, but it is still my favourite sort of memory because at the time he was World Championship runner-up. He was one of the favourites to win the Worlds again, and I think like winning that game at the time kept me my tour card, so it allowed me to play on tour for another year. And then since then, I've obviously gone on to, do you know what I mean, secure myself sort of on the tour and push myself on the brink of the top 32. So, but yeah, so that probably is my favourite memory. Yeah.
Yeah, you have gone from that, if you don't mind me saying that, you've gone from that underdog to now a cemented professional player where when we see your name now in more and more tournaments and hopefully it continues on.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully it does continue.
Yeah. And last question, what's your favourite movie or favourite TV series?
So I haven't really got a favourite sort of movie, but my favourite TV series is there's two. So it's either The Royal Family or Men Behaving Badly. My two really. And I also really like Bottom as well. I like Bottom as well.
Oh,
so
Rick Mail and
So if I had to pick one, it would probably be The Royal Family. If I had to pick one out of all of them, but yeah, so that's probably my favourite sort of TV series. It's one I usually end up chucking on if I'm having a practice. There's absolutely nothing on the telly whilst I'm practicing. I'll just chuck that on because I haven't really got to pay too much attention to what's on the screen, so I actually know what's on the screen from what they're just saying. So sort of it's definitely my go-to.
Brilliant stuff. Well, that is the profile. I just wanted to say thank you very much once again, Luke, for that. It's really appreciated. And we wish you all the best at the World Championships this year.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you.